Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Plague Inc. Evolved custom scenarios. Last time we did the Futurama scenario, which was surprisingly devoid of much Futurama content at all, so hopefully we move on to something a little bit more exciting today. How about Post-Apocalypse? And I accidentally clicked the rate button, so let's actually find out if it's any good. By Global Elite Smurf, which is an awesome name. The world was heavily nuked with few survivors. Huzzah! While you can choose any disease to infect the world with, the world has changed heavily. Some examples: most seaports and airports have been closed due to a lack of government. Most countries genuinely don't exist. That means they cannot close borders or try to cure your diseases. New countries, empires, or territories have been formed with their own economies, who they send boats and planes to, and there's many more. Good luck. Well, thank you, sir. Alright, well, if the world's been heavily nuked, gee, I don't know. Let's go for a bioweapon. I never do bioweapon these days. Let's see what we can get with that. Insert gene ATP boost sounds pretty good. We're gonna go for probably genetic mimic. I haven't done this in forever. Aquasite sounds pretty good. Extremophile sounds pretty good. Transstasis sounds pretty good. Let's give it a shot. Normal difficulty, and we'll call it pre-plague. Sure, you are a new bioweapon. We have to choose a new country, but I'm already seeing a lot of changes here. Namely that most of the airports and stuff seem to have been wiped off the face of the planet. Alright, so we have Caesar's Legion in the USA. Yeah, that sounds uniquely American. With a population of only 3 million. Wow, okay. They really did reduce the population. There's some serious customization going on here. The Canadian Wasteland. New Maya? New Maya again? Caribbean Wasteland. Greenland appears to have survived just fine. Of course they have. Iceland, New Maya again. South American Wasteland. South America. Okay, so one or two major empires form somewhere, and then pretty much everything else is just a wasteland from what I can tell. Russian Wasteland, Baltic Wasteland, European. Pretty much all of Europe appears to have been wiped out. I'm looking for any remnants of civilization, but no. Saharan Wasteland. African Wasteland. Oh, crap. We started in the African Wasteland. Well, that's not quite what I had in mind, but alright, let's go with it anyway. Utopia of Zimbabwe. Madagascan Republic. Huh. Not Madagascaran, just Madagascan. Is that the actual plural? I don't know. Lots of planes and stuff over here, though. Islam Empire. Oh. Okay. New Islam Protectorate. New Islam Satellite? Huh. Okay, so Russia died, Europe died, the USA reformed into something, and then the Islamic Caliphate took over? I don't know. Indian Wasteland, Southeast Asian Wasteland, Kurosawa Tikoku. That appears to be the same thing with Japan. Maybe Japan survived somehow. Australian Protectorate. Well, Australia survived, so all is well with the world. New Zealand? No, that's not New Zealand. Hey now. Since when is Papua New Guinea part of New Zealand? Huh. Well, we started off in the African Wasteland. Not what I had intended, but okay. They'll never expect it. It's fine. Let's go for Air 1 to start us off. So, of course, with the bioweapon, we're going to be kind of ramping up lethality over time, which is probably meaning that this is a terrible starting location and I've royally screwed myself over, but let's see what happens. Let's go for the livestock next. A little bit of rural transmission probably wouldn't hurt too much. Of course, the world around here seems to be arid. I'm looking at the planes and the boats going around. It's very restrictive. Very restrictive so far. I don't know why I just got water transmission. Insects would have been far better. Yeah, this actually might be really difficult to spread in, just because of the sheer lack of planes and stuff like that. Huh. Let's go for some birds for some cross-country transmission, because that could still be very potent. Ooh, so far seems pretty good. Go for a little bit more air travel since we are in an arid region. We'll be fine. We've spread into the Utopia of Zimbabwe. Not much of a utopia now anymore, is it? I like, by the way, how the icon of Utopia of Zimbabwe here is an actual, like, thriving city, and everything else is more of a wasteland. Not exactly a nuclear wasteland, just a wasteland. You know. I feel like there ought to be a story associated with this somehow, you know? I mean, I don't blame the author for not writing a book about his scenario. I wouldn't expect that. It's just, you know, I'm kind of expecting a little bit more here. Like, what the heck happened? Nuclear war? Okay. Why Caesar's Legion? Isn't that a little bit bizarre? Let's go for more birds. Oh yeah, that seems to be pretty good so far. Of course, my lethality is going to be ramping up as time goes on. Let's go for some heat resistance to make us a little bit more effective in our starting area. Whoa, okay, hello. We need some more severity so we can get more DNA. Let's go for the sweating, let's go for the skin lesions. Those are always a crowd favorite, right? Ah, don't lose that. Okay, we'll go for, coughing and maybe sneezing or something. Sneezing's usually pretty good. Also cysts. There you go. Tsunami hits the Scandinavian wasteland and there was no one there to care. Anemia mutated for free. Alright, first death in New Islam. Huh. Nucleic acid neutralization, reset the lethal potential. Let's go ahead and do that. Doesn't seem to have actually done much. Reduce lethality. Yes, gene compression. Huh. So we can slow down the lethal ramp up, which is it's been a long time since I played as a bioweapon. And honestly, it's probably a terrible idea for this particular type of scenario, but we'll give it a shot anyway. I did go for some drug resistance, but I'm not sure we need it because we seem to be spreading very rapidly in whatever country we are able to touch. Let's go for some cold resistance. We're gonna have a little trouble in the wastelands of Scandinavia and Russia, and how the heck we're gonna get it into Greenland, I don't know. Here's the problem, right? There does not appear to be very many boats that actually are, like, going to, I don't know, the North and South American continents? It's like, is there any communication here? Because otherwise, oof. They don't seem to be on speaking terms right now. Rodents and livestock, and let's save it for some symptoms instead. Pneumonia would certainly be helpful for us right now. Immune suppression mutated, okay, that's even more lethality than I think I wanted, but I'm not really seeing much of anything here going between Europe and North and South America at all, actually. In fact, I literally see nothing going between the two. No, I take it back. Greenland. Greenland is the bridge? Greenland has a single plane that's able to go back and forth between Iceland? Oh, we're screwed. Greenland's gonna screw me over again, you know it. You absolutely know it's true. Amazingly, though, they have not closed down anything despite the fact that I'm literally killing a lot of people. I'm seeing planes go from Greenland to Iceland, but I haven't seen anything from Iceland go to Greenland. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misremembering, because so far, this isn't going very well. Nope, I definitely saw a plane go from Greenland to Iceland. But I'm looking for it. I'm not seeing a single anything going from Iceland or Africa or Europe over here. So what do you mean you can play this on any type of disease? Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Now we're in Greenland. After we've mutated all manner of different crap. We're screwed. Okay. Figures that Greenland would be the one who screws me over again, but alright, let's go ahead and reset some stuff. Holy crap. Gene compression, deactivate. Please reset some stuff. Because this is gonna get me killed. We're in the USA. We've killed most of the world already. Let's reset a little bit. Nucleic acid neutralizations and stuff like that. We need to keep infecting. Go through New Maya. At least they aren't shutting anything down, right? They can't close down their borders. They can't shut down the ports and stuff. So presumably we'll still be able to get around. It's just, holy crap, this is proving a little on the painful side. So let's go for a bit more insects. That's incredibly infective, and it'll help us get through South America a little bit faster. So where's the rest of the population of the world? Looks like it's all in... I actually don't know. So we've already infected all of Caesar's Legion, which is 3 million people. There's not really much to speak of in the Wastelands, presumably. So where's the other half of the world's population? What have we not infected? Huh. Well, something apparently. Oh, that's odd. The South American wasteland had tens of millions of people, whereas practically every other country in the world only had like 5, at most. Is there a story behind the South American wasteland? I don't know. Let's go for some more heat resistance. At this point, we win. Systemic infection. Huh. I'll admit, it was getting a little dicey there. I was a little worried that Greenland was going to screw us over, even in a post-apocalyptic nuclear holocaust world, but it did not. We managed to get over there. Now we're just letting our bioweapon kind of do its thing and just murder everybody. Yeah, okay, so, huh. I mean, it's an okay scenario. It's not bad. I really appreciate it when authors try to completely change up the geopolitical landscape. You know, and they try to get really creative. Unfortunately, and this isn't the author's fault, but unfortunately the reality of Plague Inc. is when you're creating your scenarios, you still have to kind of work with the same, you know, borders, no matter what. You can change the name of countries all you want, but you can't turn the European wasteland into one big area devoid of all life and say, don't bother infecting it here, there's no one here. You have to stick with the borders of France, Spain, and so on. It's a little disappointing, but that's not this author's fault. That's just kind of a limitation in the coding of the game. But anyway, so yeah, I really appreciate when people do that. I would say that maybe one more bridge would be appropriate. I mean, I think you're trying to give me a heart attack with Greenland, in which case, if that's your goal, kudos, you succeeded. But yeah, okay, yeah, it's an okay scenario. It's okay. I feel like it could use a little bit of rebalancing, but yeah, sure, I guess. There's nothing too wrong with it. Thank you. Cool. All right. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button. Leave a comment with your suggestions of other custom scenarios that I ought to try. And subscribe if you want to see my future content. My name is Pravus, and I, as always, will see you guys next time.